Hello, my friend. Being seen and heard, it can paralyze us, can certainly stop us from taking action. Maybe there's something you'd like to do, you'd like to create in your life. But you have to get out of that comfort zone and let yourself be seen and heard. What does that mean to really let yourself be seen and heard? Put yourself in front of a camera, talk to a group of people. Means you're being vulnerable. And many of us will live our entire life sometimes, ensuring we're not vulnerable, especially those that are highly sensitive and grew up in an environment where you're just not understood and nobody understands your sensitivity and your intuition because you were judged for that as a child. You were made wrong for that. So now to let yourself be seen and heard, to go in front of a camera or to speak up or to speak your truth or to have a different opinion than somebody else, that's a very vulnerable place to put yourself in. And it's so much easier to stay in the comfort zone where it feels safe. But if you've got desires, something you'd like to have in your life or something you'd like to create in your life, that will generally mean you need to get out in the world in a bigger way. Let yourself be seen and heard. Speak your truth. And there's that stuck place again, vulnerability. And is it safe to be vulnerable? Because when you put yourself in front of a camera, or you speak up, or you speak your truth, or you have a different opinion than somebody else, you are opening yourself up to being judged, to being made wrong according to somebody else's way of seeing or understanding the situation. And if your whole survival growing up meant you had to be compliant, or you had to get along, or you had to figure out a way to find the peace, or to be as invisible as possible, then there's a part of you, that conditioned part of you in the ego mind or the unconscious conditioned self, that is its job is to keep you safe. It doesn't want you stepping out of that, out of your comfort zone, into the unknown. But what if one of the kindest things you can do to yourself, definitely one of the most courageous things you can do for yourself, is to let yourself be seen, to let your truth be heard? What if there's a whole world out there that wants to hear about your journey, about your experiences, that wants to hear your truth? What if there are people out there that need to hear your journey, your truth, your experiences, that need you to step up and speak and be seen from a place of courage, because that's what they need to feel inspired, to stand in their truth and their courage. All the ways you learned as a child that it's not safe to be seen and heard, that it's safer to remain invisible, to get along with everybody, even if you have a different opinion, different point of view, different belief system, to never speak up. All the ways you learn that, and you learned as a child that was how to stay safe, but now it's constrictive and it's limiting you. Just take a deep breath in, let that go. There you go. What if you gave yourself permission to feel free, to feel good about yourself? Okay, there's a bit of shame coming up. All the ways you were taught as a child and in your experiences in life that you are safest when you're living a constricted, limiting life, And that if you let yourself be seen and or heard, that something bad could happen, or that you could be hurt, or that you could end up worse off. That's definitely your ego mind speaking to you. There you go. Let's just let that all go. Let's let that go. Remember, your ego mind, its job is to keep you safe. So to the ego mind, same equals safe. But the ego mind is also your unconscious conditioned self. Who taught you that? Your parents or whoever raised you. When you were young, whoever raised you taught you your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, how to be, how to behave, what to think about others, about money, love, career, health, relationships, communication, all of that. You were taught all of that. That's your unconscious conditioning. And that becomes your ego mind. And its job is to keep you safe. It does that by keeping everything the same. Same equals safe to your unconscious conditioning, your conditioned mind, your conditioned self. And if you're okay with living your entire life that way, if you can find peace with that, that's okay. But if you want more out of life, if you want to experience more out of life, then you want to get out of your comfort zone. The comfort zone is familiar. It's familiar because that's the energy and the consciousness you grew up in. What's familiar is comforting. What's comforting is your comfort zone. But what if you said to yourself, you know what, I'm going to take baby steps. The next time the opportunity comes up where I have a chance to speak my truth or have a different point of view, I'm going to speak up. But when you do that, go ahead and voice your opinion and then just let it go. If somebody else wants to wrong or shame you for having an opinion or a different point of view, walk away. Don't get involved in that drama. This is your life. The next time you have an opportunity to be in front of a group of people or a camera, and your instinct is to run and hide or to stay invisible, not let yourself be seen and heard, let yourself be seen and heard. Make a different decision that you usually do. If you were wanting to experience life in a bigger way, this is your time. And the world needs people who are speaking from their authentic, divine truth, their authentic self, who are speaking from a higher consciousness, who are willing to be seen and heard from a higher consciousness. There you go. Take a deep breath in, let that go. There you go. Your whole self relaxed. There's some happiness. There's some gratitude flowing within you. All the ways you have been taught and you've believed the majority of your life that the only way to stay safe is to remain invisible, to stay quiet, to not speak your truth or to find your voice, to not let others see you, because that ensures you will never be judged. Let's just let that go. There you go. What if every time you let yourself be seen and heard, you spoke your truth, and somebody judged you, $5,000 or euros or pounds, whatever it is in your currency, appeared in your bank account, all because you let somebody judge you? In a way, that does happen. Because the more you will allow people to judge you, because judging says everything about them. It's how they express their pain. It says nothing about you. So the more you will go out there and be seen and heard, speak your authentic divine truth, Be your true self, your true, amazing, brilliant, magnificent self. And you let people judge you, and you don't let it throw you off course or bring you down. The more you create a life that you desire, you create a life that makes you feel happy, uplifted, optimistic, joyful, inspired, abundant, creative. Judging is about somebody else expressing their pain. If you're judging somebody or a situation, you're expressing your pain, something within you that has not been resolved. If somebody's judging you, they're expressing their pain. But it says nothing about you. There you go. There, your whole self relax, and you're starting to take your power back. There's some happiness flowing within you. So give yourself permission and let yourself be all you can be. You have a voice, you have a presence. Share that. The world is waiting. There you go, my friend. Namaste.